tallest thing on the field. The goalpost.
Yeah, and you'll see that he had a window to the intended receiver, Emmanuel Arsenault. But those uprights act as a 13th defender.
Boing.
You saw Arsenault.
Like
Arsenault was open in that window, in amongst a couple of Alouette defenders.
So maybe a break here for the Alouettes. Their own goalpost, the crossbar. 11th play of this drive. Jennings, pocket in trouble, scrambling now, tucks it, takes it, dances inside the 5-yard line, close to the first down marker. Jonathan Jennings looked for a moment to be dropped for a loss. There's that escapability from number 10.
Yeah, Jonathan Jennings, so athletic that he becomes such a weapon when he runs the football. You've got to be so aware defensively of staying in your rush lanes, containing him, so that this isn't the result when you get pressure on him. 4 carries, 19 yards thus far for the Lions QB.
So it's going to be 3rd down. They bring out Ty Long. Points are a premium in this ballgame. When you think of it, you go back to that possible turnover. These are bonus points as well, especially after the challenge that was won. Long penalty. 6-minute drive here, just like the first drive of the ball game for the BC Lions. Play did not get off. Looks like they're going to move it back. Ty Long, by the way, 7 of 8 this season. Field goals. His issue has been the point afters.
BC, number 99. That penalty's declined. 3rd down.
Long will line up to do it again. Of course, the rookie presumably filling in for veteran Swayze Waters, who is signed as a free agent in the offseason, replacing the departed Richie Leone.
Swayze Waters recovering from a quad injury, getting close. Travis Lulay the hold. Long the kick, buries it. That drive was all about Travis Lulay. The hold there for Ty Long and getting that challenge up to Wally.
It's not a package. It's a promise that keeps the line moving. It's the best Monday morning ever. It's what makes a team a team. It's not a package. It's a promise. That's why thousands of businesses use Purolator to move over 1 million of them every day. So if we look busy, hey, we have promises to keep.
Hey, I noticed your car's not in the driveway.
Yeah, it's in the shop.
You should have taken it to Midas. I'll tell you what stuff needs fixing and what stuff can wait. High five!
Visit Midas for our $39 oil change plus, including oil change, tire rotation, brake check, and more.
Hungry for an amazing deal? Right now, you can get 2 Whopper sandwiches for just $6 at Burger King. 2 flame-grilled Whopper sandwiches for just $6. Now that's tasty. Or you can mix and match. The 2 for $6 deal, only at Burger King.
Great night for Solomon Elimimian. 11 tackles and now 600 in his glorious career. And as great as he is in the regular season, it's all about the offseason.
I got a really good trainer who pushes me to the max. You know, every day I go there, I want to quit. I ask myself, why am I playing football? Because the training is so hard, but, you know, it's so rewarding, and that's the kind of punishment you have to be able to endure for the, you know, long season. You have 18-plus games. You have to make sure your body is top-notch. You have to make sure your mind is where it needs to be, and when you put that kind of effort in, you want to reap the benefits of it. When it comes down to it, it's all about, you know, the fear of failure, the fear of not helping my team get to the Grey Cup. So that's the reason why I spend so much hours in the gym and working out.
And that is the reason, my friends, that he is a 4-time multiple award winner in the CFL, a most outstanding defensive player twice, a most outstanding player in the league. He walks it.
Yeah, quite simply, Solomon Elimimian's success has not happened by accident.
Great player, great person. Nick Lewis, and good luck. I just felt the earth shake. Solomon Elimimian, 11 tackles tonight, zeroing in on that time as well on Nick Lewis, but he's been all around the football. Could be a record breaker tonight.
Well, this has been Solomon Elimimian throughout his Canadian Football League career. Going side to side, stepping up, making the plays. But his preparation that you just heard him talk about, this is what has made him the productive player he is.
Short yardage team coming out. That's Vernon Adams Jr., the former star from Oregon. Back here with Montreal as the backup. He's a backup to Rakeem Cato. Cato's no longer with the team. Here's Solomon once more, right in the middle of it, as he always is. I love that clip, what we just heard. Every young athlete, not just football player, should listen to that, because he's obviously a talented individual, but he takes it the extra step, the extra mile. That's how you turn good to great. Minute to go in the third. 9-6 ball game. Durant finds his third or fourth read that time, and it's a first down for Terrell Sutton, right on the 55-yard line. And they move them.
Yeah, it's not where Elimimian wants to be making the tackles, but he collects another one here in coverage against the running back, Terrell Sutton.
A dozen tackles in the ball game. And the record is 16. There goes Terrell Sutton again. Sutton just laid a shoulder into Loucheiz Purifoy.
Well, he's got such a low center of gravity, incredibly strong lower body. Without question, one of the most difficult backs to tackle in the Canadian Football League. I mean, when he lowers his shoulder, there's not a whole lot here to hit.
5'8", 213-pounder out of Northwestern, native of Akron, Ohio, is Terrell Sutton, the rushing leader in the CFL on the final day of the season in 2015. Final play, third quarter. Durant's now in trouble, and Darian Durant tosses it away and avoids the sack again. Durant thought that somebody got to his head, his helmet. That's the final play of the third quarter. 3 points separate the BC Lions and the Montreal Alouettes, and Jacques Chapdelaine looks like he's going to throw the challenge flag. Holding. We'll find out when we come back. 9-6. Good close one. Defensive battle. Momentum seized at every moment. And maybe an iPad challenge could be the difference. For football.
They're on fire. This is the way it's supposed to be.
The fans have been waiting a decade for this.
The Alouettes are rolling right now.
Did you see that?
Where would you rather be than watching some CFL football? Well, scoring is way up in the Canadian Football League, but not in this ball game here tonight. 9-6 the score, BC Lions. There was no challenge on that final play of the third quarter, so the Montreal Alouettes will kick the football in just a moment. Normally a 9-6 game, you go, well, it could have a little more. I love this ball game tonight. You talk about hard hitting, and we potentially could have a record breaker in Solomon Elimimian.
Yeah, obviously a defensive battle as evidenced by the score. You have to love the rebound that Montreal has had after BC's first offensive drive, and Ryan Phillips talked a little bit about it at halftime with John Liu, just the impact of having some veteran guys who can settle things down when you get off to that rough start and get things back on the rails.
So fourth quarter begins here, second down and 10. Jacques Chapdelaine decided to save that challenge since they were going to second down. Durant fires near sideline, and TJ Lee he's coming out to try to tie this game. Again, Beatty has now made 7 straight field goals after missing his first of the season. Made from 29 and 51 here tonight. We'll see if that home run swing will come out again.
Again, you're looking at a longer field goal at about 45 yards, so should he miss, you got to be very aware of getting downfield to cover Chris Rainey.
Kick is up and just so much left. Ken could have made that from 65. Knocks it out of the yard once more. There it is, Boris. Boom, boom. Classic. And that's what CFL Wired is all about. Turn up the sound on CFL Wired.
I'm on him before this game is over for a touchdown.
Hey, give me some. Jay, I like this group, man. Let's go.
Mic'd up players, behind the scenes action, CFL Wired. Tuesday, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific across the TSN network. So 3 great swings tonight for Boris Bede. Not too long ago, Bede took the job from Sean White after coming from college, and then he absolutely lost his mojo and got it back.
Yeah, it's, I guess, the classic sophomore jinx. As a second-year player last year, really struggled. Was replaced by Anthony Farah, former BC Lion, during the second half of the season, but looks like he spent his off-season getting his mind right.
Here's Jennings. Pumps it out. Pumps it over to Arsenault, who's been very quiet since the first quarter. Manny and his old teammate Ryan Phillips, one-on-one battle on that far side.
Well, this is where you find out who was right in all those years of trash talking during practice. The friendly chatter that happened about who was going to beat who and what would happen if they ever faced each other in a game.
That was a serious stiff arm from Manny Arsenault. 6 catches in this ball game now, but most of those coming in the first half. 9-9 ball game. Could go down to the wire here tonight. Jennings again. Rainey. Don Unumba has done a number on that far side.
Well, Don Unumba again. Guy who spent a couple years in the Canadian Football League, 2014, 2015, out of the league a year ago, but definitely wanted back in, reached out to a fellow alumnus of Southern Arkansas University, that being Nick Lewis. Nick Lewis put him in touch with the Owls general manager, Kavis Reed. And ultimately earned Unumba an invite to training camp. Released at the end of camp, but they were more than happy to bring him back when they had some injuries on the back end.
Second down conversion, Jennings, and what a grab by Jeremiah Johnson. That's a running back, folks, who also is a serious dual threat.
Yeah, we talked about Jeremiah Johnson as the league's rushing leader coming into this game. Not a lot of rush yards to be had, but he's demonstrating all his versatility. We've seen him on the blitz pickup tonight. Here making a tremendous catch on the wheel route as he gets that man coverage against the middle linebacker, Dominic Tavel.
Jennings dropped that in there nicely. Instant field goal position now for the Lions. Chance to retake the lead here. Jennings looking deep now to the end zone. Jump ball. Interference call. Manny Arsenault tangled up. Tyree Hollins is going to be penalized here.
Defensive pass interference. Montreal number 26. The foul occurred in goal. The ball will be placed on the 1-yard line. First down, BC.
One of the keys to this play, so we'll see the tail end of it. In the collision, as Hollins runs up on Arsenault. He's not completely aware where that football is at. He's just trying to close ground. Runs over the receiver, but and the key to that play, to me, was Brian Burnham, the slot back, who was part of the protection scheme, did a nice job coming in to get a piece of Chris Ackey to blitz some safety.
Travis Lulay to punch it in here. Rainey in motion. Travis. He's not getting on 1st and goal, now to give another crack here. Travis Lulay has already scored 1 touchdown in the early season, but not this time. Once again, it's Kyrus Hebert made that initial contact over top.
Alouettes watch. Very clear who wins this battle at the line of scrimmage. The Alouettes get the jump.
Notoriously, Dwayne, this Alouettes team in this stadium, they are so good at goal line stands. Trying to stand them up again. And they give it off to Johnson. And it looked like an Alouette had been lined up offside. And once again, the dance for Jeremiah Johnson. Looked like offside against Montreal. They were lined
offside. Montreal, number 98. That penalty's declined. Result of the play is a touchdown.
Ivan McLennan, his hand clearly over that goal line.
And I like the variety. Great different plays from the same look, bringing Johnson around on what kind of looks like a slot back sweep, even though he's the running back coming from that wing position to carry the ball.
So Ty Long was made 8 of 9 in the Canadian Football League out of Alabama Birmingham. Where he has struggled is this: the 32-yard point after, just 1 of 3 on the season. And curls that one, and there is a penalty flag.
Come on, this is when the game changes right here. I love you, Nell, Jordan, and Isaac. Be my heart all day. Never forget it. Yeah.
Another former Oregon Duck is Jeremiah Johnson. 2 touchdowns here tonight. Looks like the point after will be good. 1 possession game with lots of time left. The score. JJ and JJ. That's the story for BC tonight. Game tonight for this guy.
Hey, that's how it goes down. I love you all. Back in the States, it's going down. There's more to come. It ain't over yet, baby.
One of the shyest guys in the league, Jeremiah Johnson, who's a lot of fun to watch, obviously. A lot of fun to watch when he scores a pair of dances tonight. So now the Alouettes have to bare their teeth again. 15-yard penalty because of Gabe Napton roughing the kicker. So this moves the ball up, and Ty Long's going to boot it through untouched. So no point. That could have been significant, actually, that point, because again, it's a 7-point game, but there is no point as he boots it through.
There is no score on the play. Ball will be placed on the 25-yard line. 1st down, Montreal.
BC Lions have done a really effective job, even though they've only put up 16 points, of controlling the clock. They came into the game tonight leading the league in time of possession.
Yeah, and that kind of goes along with having a running back who's the league's leading rusher, consistent with a ball control type offense.
Gabe Napton, that was the penalty that meant 15 yards. Did not mean a point, though, as Long booted it through. Gary Durant, 18 of 29, 168. And this guy, Terrell Sutton, fumbled the football. It had been whistled down. There's 56 again in on the play, but not on the tackle. And Solomon Elimimian hovering now near a CFL record.
Most recent play made by his new wingman, the boundary side, Tony Burnett.
14 tackles now in the game. CFL record set by Reggie Hunt back in 2003. 16. Watch 56. Durant now slinging. He's got Underwood. One of the biggest tosses of the night for the Alouettes. Big gainer. 26 yards for Tyquan Underwood.
Well, this is a well-placed throw by Darian Durant, and terrific concentration by his receiver, Tyquan Underwood. He's got a step, as you can see, on Anthony Gator. Just staying with that football in the lights, getting the body turned. Nice job by number 1.
Former Jaguar, former Buccaneer, and Patriot. Here goes Darian to throw it quick, and Underwood needed to one-hand that. There was a penalty flag in the backfield.
Major foul, roughing the passer, BC number 56, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
As great as he is, as good as he has been all night, that is a costly one for Team 56. Over-aggressive that time.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of lowered his head and I think lost sight of when that ball was released.
Keeps the drive moving for the Alouettes. Looking down to 9 minutes. Down 7. First and 10 from the 40. Darian again. Heaves it. That's his man. Cunningham hangs on. What a catch. What a play. Down to the 6.
This is a perfect example of why, as a receiver, you're taught to go up and try and get that ball at the highest possible point. If BJ Cunningham just sits on the ground and settles, there's going to be a play made on that ball by the defender, but by going up and get it, he can secure it. Prior to TJ Lee being able to get there and get a hand in.
Hanging on. First time in the red zone tonight for the Alouettes to Ernest Jackson. Big play made, bringing him down. This is the problem for the Alouettes this season. Into their third game, they are just 1 for 5 in the red zone. It really hurt them in Edmonton, a game they really had in their grasp. Inability to get touchdowns near the goal line. Huge second down here.
Yeah, absolutely massive.
Cunningham's in motion. So is Nick Lewis. Looking. Tony Burnett being chased down. Flag on the play. Ernest Jackson's not going to catch him. There is a flag down. Burnett will score. But is this coming back? The flag thrown in the back part of the end zone, looked like around where BJ Cunningham was. All he knows, that flag's on the turf. Catch your breath, Tony. You may be needed again here.
Illegal contact on the receiver, BC number 25. Off the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
Ronnie Yell. Guilty party. Let's see, Dwayne.
Yeah, watch on the boundary side, so top left of your screen. You're going to see they're trying to create a two-man situation, a little rub to try and get Ernest Jackson underneath. Ronnie Yell, I don't think it's intentional. That's just where he is, but there's a bump here. He's sitting on the spot trying to beat Ernest Jackson to the spot. And frankly, the bump didn't cause the interception. Tony Burnett getting into position made the interception. But the bump is going to give the Montreal Alouettes a reprieve.
BC.
So BC takes a timeout. A 108-yard interception return for a touchdown is completely wiped off the board. Ronnie Yell and Ernest Jackson chatting about what happened on this play.
Yeah, again, you've got BJ Cunningham, the slot on that left side. He's trying to give a rub on Ronnie Yell, meaning he's trying to basically run a subtle pick to prevent Yell from getting inside. He doesn't really accomplish that, and Yell ends up sitting in that spot as Ernest Jackson is trying to come underneath.
You mean it was me? No. So now, first and goal. This game's had a playoff feel tonight, has it not? And there is Sutton scoring. Terrell Sutton. It's been a night for the running backs, both Sutton and Jeremiah Johnson. And now a point away from a tie.
Sutton goes in here untouched. Philip Blake, Christian Matt both through to second level. Nice job by the Owls offensive line in crunch time.
First touchdown of the season for Fang Terrell Sutton. So now a 32-yarder that reeks of so much importance. Beatty Elementary. Great drive.
7 plays.